Hello everybody, it's Maya, and today I have a tarot card reading for you all. I have 4 piles for you to pick from, and this is going to be a message from your guides. If you've already decided on your pile, you can go ahead and check that out in the description box down below. I have the timestamps for you. So for pile number 1, we have a rose quartz bracelet here. I use this for self-care. And we've used a couple decks in this one. And then we have a wreath that I made today at a potluck Reiki sound bath event that I went to today in a park, which was so fun to make that. That's like the second time I've actually done a wreath at a community event outside, strangely enough, but that's a really fun thing to do. And we have Divine Feminine here, which you can get on illusionelixirs.com. This is my top seller. It's delicious. Jasmine and vanilla. And for pile number 3, we have an amethyst. And for pile number 4, we have Whimsy, which is a limited edition scent that you can only get this summer. There's only a couple left. And I have Flourish. This is my Flourish, my Whimsy, so they're a little low. And I'll put a little bit of Flourish on. Flourish is for personal growth, and Whimsy is for having more fun, more joy in life, and doing child healing work. So that is all of the piles. Let's do a couple deep breaths, and I'm actually gonna light the candle as well since I didn't have that lit. Take a couple deep breaths. Maybe roll your neck a little bit and see what comes to you. Maybe you're clairaudient, maybe you're clairvoyant, maybe a number came to you, maybe they said pile 2. This is a message from your guides, so maybe your guides are telling you what to do, and you can find the timestamps down below. I lit this candle for y'all for healing, for peace, for protection, for love, just sending a prayer to you all. And I love you all. I appreciate you all so much for watching. Definitely subscribe if you love tarot card readings, love pickup cards, and yeah, just are into spirituality and art, because that's what I'm all about. I love you all. Check those timestamps. I'll see you there. Hello, pile number 1. Throughout your reading, I'm going to be figuring out what your signifier is. Probably going to pull something from this little altar that I made. I don't even know what this reading is about. We could just say like your spirit guides. What do your spirit guides want to say to you? What do your guides... That one was just like, no, you can do me second. But yeah, what do your guides want to say to you today? 2 of Pentacles, a balancing of your finances. That's what they want from you. That's so weird, because right before the reading, I was just thinking about how I like always struggle with finances this time of year. And I'm like, oh, no wonder, because I just went on like multiple shopping sprees. It's like, duh. Like, if you know that you struggle during a certain time, then you should save and make sure that you always have enough. And like, sometimes that looks like working really hard. And sometimes that looks like laying off of certain things because they're not right for you. The garden and the gate. I feel like you're supposed to go to a secret garden. This birdhouse, for some reason, jumped out at me. So maybe having a birdhouse is important. We have a lot of butterflies here. I feel like they see that you're going through a lot of transitions right now, and I think sometimes like you can't even see that, or the rest of the world can't even see that. I feel like you don't see how much you've really transformed, or at least like really take a moment to sit back and enjoy how much you've transformed. I feel like action, I feel like traveling and action. Yeah, traveling and action, gardens are important. Maybe going to gardens. Definitely. Building a garden, building a secret safe place with a birdhouse and a butterflies and everything like that. But yeah, they have a message for you. Dog could also be on your spirit team. They just said pack your lunch. I have no idea what that was about. Okay. Who knows sometimes? I think they just want you to get steady. They just want you to get steady. And sometimes getting balanced looks like being unbalanced for a time, because the thing is, if you did, let's say you spent for a really long time, you spent and you spent and you spent, it's like, okay, well then for the next 2 years you got to save and work 2 jobs because you did that to yourself. It's like sometimes the balancing looks like unbalanced behavior because you have to buckle down. And sometimes that's on a healing level, that's on healing your body, instead of finances. But we're talking about things in the material realm. So just getting that back up to where you want it to be. And they just know that you can, they I think they just really want you to be very abundant and bring balance to your life eventually. But sometimes, like I said, that doesn't look exactly like how you think it would. Okay, I think there's more to this card. There's like a child here. You know what I mean? I think they're sending blessings to the children in your family. Yeah. Sending blessings to the children in your family. Definitely. Four of Pentacles. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, they're like, oh, you think that you don't have it. You think that you don't have, you're locked away and you're financially blocked. And like, you may even blame people in your family for this. And I'm getting a very strong feeling that a lot of your guides are in your family. Maybe this is what, yeah, I think that I'm going to use my bracelet for your reading, this rose quartz bracelet. Just because maybe self-care needs to be brought in, honestly. Because I think, let's say you decide to work 2 jobs or whatever. Then you need to balance that out with self-care. And maybe calling a friend or something like that. So it's like, yeah, there's still balance within that, even though it looks a bit unbalanced. Like, you're just getting it right in the long term. The yin to the yang. But they're saying that you don't see that you are sitting on the golden goose. Like, you have great ideas. What you're doing is already so bountiful. You may even own items. They may even, know that there are items that they had that are worth something. Boxes and boxes. So there may be someone trying to say that to you. Yeah, that there's like an item in a box and it's important and it could be worth money, right? But they're just saying that you have that even could just be like a metaphor, really, because it's like, it's just saying you already have the riches in your ideas, in your house. There may be things, just you are the riches. You are the riches. Oh my God, guys. 2 of Pentacles again. This is insane. Your guides really want you to balance out. your finances. We have a lot of finances stuff going on right now. This is crazy. Yeah, so they want you to like open up the gateways and talk to them and do this like unblocking. And I think it has to do with your child self. It has to do with your family. It does. You know, to do this unblocking in finances and have this transformation in the material world. Yeah, there's very much like an instability in the system of your life. You know what I mean? Like you're standing on a teeter-totter. This guy, he was standing on a log, you know, and this Two of Pentacles. Crazy that we pulled all Pentacles cards so far and we pulled Two of Pentacles. Crazy. The Devil. Wow. Oh my God. Your guides are really talking to you about like maybe an addiction to spending or an addiction to money itself. Feeling you need it, feeling you need it, feeling you need it. Why won't people give it to me? It's too, you know, why haven't I received it from this outlet? Why? Yeah, all of that. And just a feeling of lack and letting your ego, just things that hold you back, mindsets that hold you back, whether it's victim mentality or thinking you're great, you know, this is holding you back from the finances. Any addiction you may have, addictions to eating, this is holding you back in the material realm. You know, anything like this, especially to sweets, they're saying, you know, something about maybe Hawaii or like somewhere with a volcano, but it's like inside of you is this like tumultuous energy. The Devil is talking about attachments, about the material realm and attachments, about addictions, about ego. And we're unmasking ego all the time. Yeah. Something about, I just heard you're going off the rails, but maybe they were talking to me. Shit. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, they just said something about your cat, if you have a cat. I don't know. Sometimes it's fuzzy. But the volcano is like you sometimes too, right? It's like, sorry, I just saw a notification for a live on TikTok and it said something about community start. So maybe community is going to be important in this transformation, but by the way, I've also been going live on TikTok as well, but yeah, maybe you can be like a volcano at times, you know, just have this energy within you. It's the temptations of the world, it's the darkness in the world, it's the wrongness in the world itself, you know, it's speaking on this. It's speaking on how money has become such a give and a take and like a just a negative force in this world because it's been abused and because of how people have treated it and certain organizations and how people are hoarding it. You know, it has created this negative feeling around money and it just, that needs to be healed. And that takes time and that takes taking a look at what you've experienced in your life in regards to that. Like every single decision you make with money is important. You know what I mean? When I have enough, I just go spend it. And it's like that's no way to be. Like I think I should really get to the hang, especially as being a small business owner, but just in general, there's always things that come up in life. Literally, there's always, so we should always have money saved. Like we cannot be spending money if we don't have an emergency fund, like that kind of thing. You know, it's just, it's no fun. We're not having fun when we can't pay the bills. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. What else? Wow. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, and she is very in the community, the Queen of Wands. And the dragon is very abundant, and she has her accolades. Like, people have given her flowers. You know, everything's just like she has the power, she has the energy. This came out reversed. It's like you feel like you're not lucky, or you're not abundant, or you're not talkative enough in the community when you're out, or just don't have enough power, don't have the energy within you, can't connect to that spark sometimes within you. Like, sometimes it feels like just rage in there, or like a gnawing, wanting feeling. Yeah, but you'll get through it. And I just want to say, self-care can be cheap, because self-care can just be like sitting back with the things that you already have in your life that you love, you know, and just taking that time to be present, you know. The harvest, wow, late summer. It's about to be there too. They're saying that good is coming, you know, harvest is coming. But it's like we always have to be planting the seeds and shedding the layers to be getting this harvest. And saving, in a way, is harvesting. And working super hard, that is going to give you the harvest that you're looking for. It is. And sometimes it's not from the outlets that you think it's going to be. But just eating fresh fruits and vegetables. We have rutabaga here. Maybe there's some radishes. We have potatoes, pear, tomatoes, apple, eggplant, pumpkin. They're telling you different things that would be good for your body. They're giving you directions. They're saying, what is this? Peony, geranium? What is this? Maybe wearing certain perfumes. You know, we have perfumes here. We have divine feminine on the table. We have flourish on the table, which is white lotus. And we have guava and thyme with whimsy. This one's plumeria. Paradise is plumeria. You can find all these on illusionelixirs.com. But yeah, maybe just wearing nice perfumes. Maybe getting flowers for yourself, just having those flowers, or the garden, they said again, you know. It's like, this may be a literal garden, honestly. They're like, they want you to garden, they want you to plant vegetables, they want you to plant flowers, but that's also just planting in your mind and planting in your life by means of this hard work and selling what you have and getting with the ideas you have, and working 2 jobs, you know, and not spending as much, and getting out there, and I feel like giving yourself the accolades, connecting with dragons, and just feeling the abundance. We have a hummingbird here as well. Hummingbirds are a sign of luck for you. Black cats, just cats in general, definitely. Just feel more grateful for nature and food every day, and that will bring you abundance, because pouring that gratefulness into the universe will give you more. And I think that is everything I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much. Bye, everybody. Let me show you guys this. Sorry. Sorry about that. You guys couldn't see that, but there. Can you guys see that? Okay. There you go. I love you guys. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose, well, actually, I haven't decided what it is yet, but you'll know, and I won't. So I am deciding on your signifier based on what's on the table here. And I'm drinking coconut water. Like, geez, maybe coconut water is your signifier. No, actually, I want to light this candle because I entirely forgot to light this candle in the last one. So let me light that. Oh my God. What just happened? It just snapped out of here. Okay, let's take a moment for some more deep breaths. I know I probably did deep breaths in the beginning, but I'm feeling called to do some deep breaths. And let me just talk about what I did today, because I have this wreath. Maybe this wreath will be yours, because I had this wreath here. I made this wreath today at an event. It was a sound bowl and Reiki event that my friend hosted. It was a potluck, and I made some mango salsa. And one thing I noticed about myself is that I've been having a really hard time just talking to people in general. Like, it was called like a mingle potluck, something, I forget, manifest and mingle. But I was having a hard time mingling. Maybe we all can relate to that a little bit. I don't know, after becoming sober, and it's been almost 5 years, it always has been different for me. I feel so much quieter as a person. Honestly, I really do. I feel like I communicate in a completely different way. I feel like it takes me a really long time to open up to people anymore, and maybe you guys can relate to that. But yeah, let's see what this is. Angel of Love. Oh my God, guys. That is awesome, dude. That is like fresh love coming into your life. And like your guide is a guide of just pure love, like angels. Yeah. I didn't even know I was doing a guide reading today, but yeah, we're doing guide readings today. Let's tap into your guides. I feel like your guides just love you. They adore you, and you have like a really cool angel on your team. Excuse me. Clearing the energy. What does she hold? Like, is this like a weird cosmic heart that looks like it's made out of like spirit or water? I don't know. The flowers are coming through again. But yeah, I feel like this is just, there's just so much coming through. It's like loving yourself more, and new love is coming into your life, and just like the way that you communicate in love, and like just your like attachment style, and like the way that like healing levels of that. And there's just so much here, like loving the earth more, loving your connection more, just love, 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 filled with love. Filled with love. That is what life is about for you. Is just about love. And like, I just heard like helping people with love as well. You are an angel of love. Yeah, you are an angel of love. They love you. Let's see here. Chariot. Okay, they want you to take action. They want you to take action. Action in love as well. Just, this feels like traveling as well to me. Queen of Cups reversed. Wow. I feel like this is saying like you've been struggling in that aspect. You know, you've been struggling to be love in life. I think that you've been capable of that many times, but this is your capability, you know, to just let that radiate out of you. So let that radiate out of you. The Two of Wands. Yeah, the Two of Wands is like decision, planning stage. We also have the yin yang here, so balancing, a balancing of your energies, a balancing of how you give love. And we have this, he's tied up. It's like he's tied down. He's sitting on this trunk. Birds are a sign for you as well. We had that in the first reading. This is different though. What is this, like blue jay or something? Because in the first one we had hummingbirds, but this one's definitely different. But the thing about the Two of Wands is that it's saying to me, you gotta stop planning. Okay? You gotta stop planning. This message has come through to me a lot. Okay, I just read the book Atomic Habits, at least most of it. And he said something about like, there's a difference between planning to take action and actually taking action. Like there's a difference between, let's say like, thinking of the colors that you're going to use for a bracelet and then actually making the bracelet. Do you know what I mean? Like there's a difference when I'm drawing these tarot cards that I've been planning a deck myself. And it's like there's a difference between me thinking of what the deck is going to look like or what each card is going to look like and then actually drawing it. You know, and this card and the Chariot reverse here are both telling me that you have to get out of this planning phase and this wondering, should I do this? Should I do that? Where should I go? What should I do? It's not like that anymore. It's like, follow your heart, follow pure love, just follow your giving nature. Follow just where you want to give your love that day. That's it. That's it. And even if you're like me, where I said, I was like, I'm silent sometimes in a group setting. That's okay. You know what I mean? It's like just your energy. Even sometimes people are inspired by that about me, is that how grounded and calming I am in a group setting now. Like I'm different than I used to be, honestly. So different than I used to be. But yeah, I just feel like so, like I don't need to say much and I want to take it all in. I want to take it all in what other people are saying. And I feel like a lot of the times they are saying a lot of things that I have been thinking about. So it's just like, sometimes I feel like I don't even need to say anything anymore because the universe just already knows. And it's just speaking. It's just speaking. I don't know. We're connected. I think there's less to say. There's less to say and just pure love. Say, I love you more. Say, I love you more. Say, I love you to your guides, you know, connecting with your guides. They love you. I think I'm going to put Divine Feminine and this wreath for yours because we have the flowers here. I talked a lot about that event that I went to. Yeah. And I just feel like maybe even doing your own divination, maybe scrying in a ball or something like that, some sort of crystal, just balancing out your energy and do less planning and more actually taking that action. And really they're talking about taking that action with love and following your heart. And I think that's everything I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye everybody. Hello everybody. I feel called to tell you that I have this candle burning here. Let's just get a sigh going. Reset that nervous system. Get some healing going. Get some healing going. Yeah, I think you need a big sigh. That's what you need. Okay, let's get started with your reading. Pile number 3. What do your guides have to say to you today? Is this a piece of my wreath? My wreath from the last reading is flying around over here, so maybe you're called to that reading as well. Definitely check that one out if you are. Okay, let's see. What does Spirit have to say to you? What do your guides have to say to you? I was called to say Spirit, so I feel like just like Spirit in general is like your greatest guide, you know, like God or Spirit, you know, just the universe itself, the full connection, that is your greatest guide. We have Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. So Archangel Raphael is one of your guides. I don't really know about Master Hilarion. I think he is one of the Ascended Masters. The Ascended Masters, I definitely know Buddha and Jesus are Ascended Masters. And they're basically just people that were here on Earth and achieved complete enlightenment by living, kind of pushing themselves spiritually, you know, to spiritually achieve great things and achieve really high states of frequency. And, you know, maybe that looked like doing fasting or meditation or dedicating their life to helping others. So maybe that's something you feel called to do as well. And your guides are speaking about that. I just feel like something that's been coming through to me a lot has been about how, like, giving to the earth and feeling like you belong, feeling this sense of like you're helping in the world is so necessary. Like it makes, like, if you don't have that, I remember when I worked at the bank and I didn't feel that at all. I felt like I was helping no one. I didn't work as like a front desk person. I was up in a super high-rise building doing some back-end stuff. And it just, yeah, I just felt like I was helping no one, and I was so depressed at that time in my life. And it's like, no wonder why, because I didn't feel like I was doing something for society, you know what I mean? And you've probably experienced this in your life. And it just like, it just feels so detached. And when you're on that path of helping people, it brings you so much peace. And you know this feeling, you know, you've experienced this, and you know that choosing that path has brought you so much light, and that it is the right way and what you're supposed to do, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're on the path that they laid out for you. Like, you listen to your guides. They open the gates for you. Very much so. You may be called to the first reading as well, because we had gate doors. We had gate doors closed, though, in that one. I just feel like angels of all kinds, you know, heaven and earth. It's like the doorway is open for you, right? Oh my God, we have Archangel Michael. Wow, dude. The archangels are out here for you. This is crazy. This is crazy. Wow. Oh my God. Anxiety. I just had this conversation today that depression and anxiety are your nervous system telling you that something is wrong and something needs to change. That's your external world. That's your job. That's your relationships. That, you know, that's where you live. That's anything about your life, what you do, addictions, anything like that. You know, the healing that's going on. Like I said, when your job, you feel like you're not doing what's right in your job, like that can give you anxiety. Everything like that. Oh my God, dude. What the hell? We have Archangel Gabriel. Oh my God. Guys, you're so protected by angels. It's pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty crazy, guys. I'm not playing. Wow. Also, the chakras are important for you, you know, lighting those up. Maybe like asking the angels to help heal your chakras, to speak your truth, and to heal your root having to do with your family line or sexuality. Oh my God, guys. Guys, what's happening? This is crazy, guys. We got Raphael twice from 2 different decks. This is actually insane, guys. I've never seen this many archangels in my life. You've never been more protected. Obviously, Raphael is really one of your strongest. Oh my God, this is crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, yeah, so you needn't have any anxiety because you have a whole team of angels on your side. I just want you guys to know that this deck isn't made of archangels. Like, look, it's not made of archangels. There's like a couple more. That was one. But like, look, guys, it's mostly not archangels. Like, there's only so many archangels. We have Jesus. I think this is another one. Yeah. Camuel. But most of them aren't. Most of them aren't. So it's just, it's really mind-blowing to get this many. Seriously, it's insane. Journey. Wow. Yeah, life is such a journey. Like, I feel like you don't like some things about the parts that you're on. Maybe you want to move, you have to move, or I don't know. Yeah. Some parts of you are in the past. You don't know which way to go. The ivy's telling me like good luck. The Luna moth is telling me like connection to the nighttime, connection to huge transformation and healing. I feel like your creative endeavors and what you do are part of this. I feel like just like healing and doing extremely deep inner work is a part of this. Lighting up yourself from the inside out and connecting to these angels. I will leave an angel healing hypnosis that I did on YouTube that really changed my life. It is seriously one of the best videos I've ever watched. It really, really, really helped me. It just, I felt pure for a really long time. Actually, I want to do that. I want to do that because I felt like angels literally touched me. It's crazy when you accept healing, you know, and you say, I will accept healing. Like, say that now. I accept healing. Say it right now. I accept healing from archangels. Say that. And, you know, maybe say that on a daily basis. Like, say, I want to heal my anxieties. I want to heal anything, you know, name it. When you accept that, the healing comes, or how you're supposed to heal comes, or like mystical things can truly happen to you, you know, especially during like hypnosis and meditations as well. Just getting into altered states, definitely. But life's a journey, and like they just want you to know, like, you're just on part of it. Like, you agreed to go on this journey, and like the fun in it is that it's crazy and difficult and you don't know the way and all that. Like, that's what makes it fun. We agreed to this, you know? So like, have fun in the inconsistencies and the chaos of it all, and know that your angels are watching, because you are an angel. You know, you are an angel here on earth. They sent you. We're here to lift up the earth, you know? That's the reality of it. We are here to lift up the earth. And you're doing your job. Just make sure to lift yourself up, because they're all here on your side. I'm just absolutely blown away with all these archangels, and I love you guys. Obviously, Raphael loves you very much. He came through for you multiple times. You may want to look into Master Hilarion, and I'll definitely leave that hypnosis down below for you. I love you all so much. That's everything I have for you. And I think I'm going to choose the amethyst for yours, because I just feel like You are so wise, and the wisdom of all the ages of all the angels are here with you, to send you off on your journey and to help heal your anxieties about anything in your life. They open the gates for you and to do the healing, and you're always doing that healing. You are an angel, so heal yourself in that way as well. Gardens may be important as well. You may want to just get in there, and just flowers in general, connecting with flowers and flowering trees as well. Just wanted to say that. I love you all. Bye, everybody. Hello, everybody. I really want to pull Ogham right now. Maybe let's pull a signifier card, but then I definitely want to pull out some runes for you. For sure. Okay, let us pull a signifier card for you. Let's see. Out of this one. Okay. How are you all doing, pile number 4? I'm sending my love to you. I'm sending my love to you. I feel like, do you read tarot? Because you should. Yeah, probably be really good at it if you don't already. Okay, eternal now. Wow. Yeah, we're talking about the present moment, bud. That's all we have. That's all we have. So we gotta do it in the present. We gotta make it work. We have to be present. We have to be present with the people we're talking to. You don't know if when you talk to somebody, that's the last time they're gonna be alive. Like, I hate to be that grim, you know what I mean? But like, we need to treat life like that. We really do. We like, and honestly, going through something like that, seeing people around you pass away, like, it makes you want to live your life to the fullest. Take that and run with it. You know what I mean? Like that. It just, yeah, they want that. You know what I mean? The people that have passed away, like, they want that. Yeah. It just, being present, like looking people in the eyes, like, I know that's difficult to do. I know that is difficult to do, but just looking people in the eyes. When you're cooking, you're like almost putting energy into it, you know? He has this energy coming out. What you say, you're thinking about it maybe for a second before you say it. Is it really necessary? You're having a filter. You just are looking people in the eyes, and you're talking to them, and you're really seeing their soul, and you're connecting on an energetic level, and you're not worried about if that's going to hurt you or not, because you know that you are a part of the infinite, right? You know that you are a part of the infinite. So you know that you're supposed to be connecting. So yeah, you can have boundaries, but those boundaries are already pre-set up. You know, the boundary is the fact that you have skin. That is your boundary, right? And like any other boundaries would be with your voice or your actions. Your energetic boundaries, it's like, yeah, they're already pre-set up for you, basically. Yes. Okay, what are these ones? No, okay. And out of these ones, that one is about the sweetness of life. I know that one is honeysuckle, and that really means that you've been struggling to see the sweetness in life, and it's giving you all the guidance. You know, it's saying to see the sweetness in life, you just have to be present and just know that this moment is what we have, so let's work with it. I definitely recommend The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And I feel like God is one of your guides, truly. Just God, or like an older gentleman, or both. I've told this story many times, but one of my spiritual guides was named Lucky, and he really looked like this, and I looked at him in the eyes, and I swear I felt like I was talking to God himself. And it just, I feel like that is what happens when you channel. You know, when you're channeling divine guidance, it's like, it's almost like you morph into that divinity, right? And like when you're there with somebody in person and they're talking to you, and they're talking, channeling exactly what you need to hear. Like, it can feel that way. Can feel that way. And like, there could have been people in your life that have passed away that were like that to you. Okay, we have this one. Okay. These ones. This one. And this one. Okay. And the last ones. Okay, all of those came out. Wow, interesting. Okay, and this one turned over, but I think I'm gonna keep it out. We'll see why that one is flipped. Okay. At the end here, though, we have sweetness of life, right? And that almost makes me feel like being present. Because it's like, that is the sweetness of life, is to be present. Okay, we have broom here. Wait, I have them all out? Okay. Whoops. I didn't realize I had them all out. Okay, let's start at the beginning for you. We have restraint, love, deep connection. So maybe there was restraint in love with you. We have May 13th to June 9th. That just passed. So they're talking about just like the recent past here. Natural world, spirit realm. A balancing there. Calm mind, heal spirit. Root. Yeah, they're calling out healing your root. They're just calling out healing your spirit. Recent healing of your spirit is what they're calling out. Portal to desires. Okay, we're talking about what you desire as well here. Let's read this one. Wishing, yeah, you're wishing for something. Maybe you're wishing for deeper connection. You're wishing to heal your spirit or calm your mind. You're wishing that we have fertility here as well. Protection. We're talking about the root as well. So that root would be sensuality and family. Parting the veil, divination. So doing your own form of divination can help in this. Doing divination on yourself. You know, we have runes here. Also, this is Ogham. And then tarot cards. There's also candle readings. There's egg readings. There's tons of different forms of divination to look into. Magical properties, underworld. So talking about shadow work. Maybe recent shadow work. Recent wounds. You're a healer. Using herbal remedies or spells to cleanse unwanted energies. I'm feeling like from your body as well. They're talking about your sacred space, your home, but also your body. Like maybe you want to put some sort of like salt with herbs in it near your front door and back door or something like that. We have the besom broom coming out here. So maybe making brooms as well. Okay. Then we have elder. Autonomy. You know, you are in control of your own life. You can do this. You can heal you can get any of these things you want, the portals that we're talking about to your desires. You can step through that portal. Maybe you want to watch my quantum leap video, my last video. They want you to be open and honest with them about what you want. I feel like, yeah, they just want you to explore more aspects of who you are, because I feel like there's some aspects of who you are that make you feel embarrassed maybe about yourself. And there's just no reason to feel that way. There really is no reason to feel that way about yourself. Yeah, you're not, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. We're talking about healing and health, you know. We're healing your health. We're focusing on that. But just healing your spirit as well. We're focusing on that. Of course, I think all of this work has to be done here in the present moment. That's why they brought it up. It's like we can't push that off. We can't push that healing work that needs to be done off. Okay? You just have to do it pretty much every day. You know, it's like we're dealing with breakthroughs like every day right now. Okay, gooseberry. Sweetness of life, clarity of vision. Wow. This one also means sweetness and child healing. You know, the honeysuckle. And we had root here. You know, root at the beginning. So we're talking about child healing. And like that bringing joy back in. You know, I feel like you have secrets like about yourself that need to be untapped and like maybe even worked through, you know, healed and worked through. Censoring yourself. There's certain things that maybe that you've said. Like, I think there's some things that you need to say more of and some things you need to say less of, you know, just having this filter, I don't know. Just like any negativity about yourself, about how you feel about yourself, if you're rich or poor, or like, just anything like that, you're censoring that out. You're censoring that out of what you say. You're thinking, you would talk more like a kid is super open and honest, but they don't think that much about like money, or they wouldn't be like, I'm poor. You know what I mean? Or they wouldn't be like, I'm stupid, or because they haven't, like, nobody said that to them, you know? And if somebody said that to them, then they learn that. And maybe that's something that you were told, you know? It's like, this needs to be healed. This needs to be healed. But like, there's certain things you say just about life in general, you know, this isn't gonna work out, or I don't know, and like, why don't people like this, and like, I don't know, just certain things you say that need to be censored. But also you censor yourself in other ways that you should be saying it, you know, being weird and authentic and silly and funny and that kind of weird. You should do that, and you're not doing that. You know, because I think there is that aspect of you that needs to come more to the surface, because it's there, and I think it does come to the surface, but it needs to be there more. Yes. Wealth, gold, abundance. This is something you want. We have on this card as well, we have shampoos, inks, hair oils, healing charms, spells. So this is like things that you can be making, right? So every time I see this card, I think about the oils that I make every time. And I think I'm going to do whimsy and also flourish for your pile, because we have a lot about child healing and just about joy, about feeling that sweetness in life. And sometimes I feel you have to set it up so that you're feeling that sweetness in life. Like, you have to set it up for yourself, or you have to be like, right now I'm going to be happy. Like, I don't care about my surroundings. I don't care about this situation. I'm not dealing with that. I'm like, you set a time aside for you to be thinking about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're supposed to be making things. You're supposed to be making things. Things with ink or hair oils or shampoos or healing charms or spells or something, okay? You're supposed to be making this. You are great at hospitality. They're talking about this. Just having these beautiful moments of gathering with others and just enjoying people's company is so important. Okay. Ambition, tenacity, you have it. You have the ambition and the tenacity, okay? You can get the prestige if that's what you want, but like, I think people already see you in that way. People already are in awe of you in many ways. They're just impressed with what you've achieved. We have Christ coming through here. So Christ and God are definitely some of your guides for sure. Maybe make a protection spell or like a charm or something against negativity, you know. We have Thor, Tyrannus. I don't know Tyrannus, but Thor is coming through here as well with lightning. So maybe you have a connection to that. And yeah, like that could be almost like old Thor, like, who's Thor's dad? Zeus, right? Yeah. Zeus, I think. Maybe that's coming through. That's like some old god energy, but ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? Why do I just feel like I need to sigh? Ugh. Yeah, freshness. Freshness, life and death. It's an adventure. The whole thing is an adventure. Think of it like going on vacation, taking a trip to Earth. It's crazy. We're here for the love and the bliss. Remember it. Make yourself comfortable. Let the sun on your face. Don't take it for granted. Don't take anything for granted, anyone for granted, anything for granted. Nothing. Every single thing you do, you say, oh my God, I can't believe I get to do this. I get to do this. You change your vocabulary. I get to do this. Not I have to do this. I get to go buy my groceries. I get to go cook my food. I get to go to work today. You see, we're changing our vocabulary because we're appreciating every single aspect. Yes. Everything gets returned and renewed in time, okay? Even if that time means at the end, at the very end. But things get refreshed and renewed, and all the things you want, they can come true. Like even connecting with people after they're gone, you know, like that can come true. And like just know that this life is short, and you already know that, you know, you've come to face that in many ways, but it's just it's okay. Like you will be returned with the wholeness, with the all. So just let the sun on your face. They want that for you. They want that for you. They just want you to enjoy your life. Everything gets renewed and restored. Yeah, Christianity is coming through a lot. Maybe work on poetry. Yeah, 3 is a power number for you as well. Yeah, we have goodwill, and then we also had give to the less fortunate. So that's something that your guides want you to just spend more time doing, because I think you'll just really enjoy that. Yeah, definitely. You'll just really enjoy that. It'll just bring you closer to your divine purpose. Yeah, I think that's everything I have for you all today. You have the power to bring joy and do child healing and just find those sweet moments. Yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, just check out illusionelixirs.com if you're interested in Flourish, my favorite, or Whimsy. Whimsy is only around for the summer, so there's only a couple left. Definitely check that out on my website. I'll have that link down below. And also you can book a private tarot card reading or Ogham reading with me. You can request that on my website. Thank you all so much. Bye, everybody. Oh, make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.